Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome back with another video with Linksy. Today I'm going to be doing the first 10 or so turns for Thorgrim Grudgebearer. I'm going to try and give you my 5 cents on how the first few turns should be played and hopefully set you on the path for greatness and world conquering potential. So we're going to start with Thorgrim over here. We have a semi-decent army to start off with. We have Hammerers, we have Dwarf Warriors, Miners, 2 Quarrelers, which is going to be basis of our army, and the Grudgebearer. Thorgrim himself is a legendary lord, really quite strong duelist, but he has also do really good buffs. So for the first 10 or so turns, what we really need to do is take out the Pillars of Grungy, Mount Screwcorn, build them up, while at the same time building an army where we can go and take the Black Crag. We are surrounded by orcs and orcs in every which way. There are the Bloody Spears, which control all of this mountainous region. Hopefully Zivbar will be able to deal with most of them. Meanwhile, down here we have Barakvar holding off the Scabby Eye and the Forest of Gloom, creeping that over there. That's a new faction introduced with the DLC of Twisted and Twilight. This is going to be an interesting little addition, especially since there's a forest there now. That means that Wood Elves can come, we could potentially trade with them. There's also the problem there is a lot of other stuff down this way that we have to fight, and there are some few dwarf kingdoms here and there which we can, get into our banner, but that is later on. Okay, so let's get started. First things first, we go up here and we start instantly going up to tier 2 settlement, and we get diamonds. Why? Well, we need money to be able to buy troops. Eventually we'll be able to recruit Quarrelers, but at the same time in tier 2, where is it? Tier 2 will be able to also recruit Grudge Throwers. So our army is going to be based like 4 Grudge Throwers, the rest is Quarrelers, and a few Dwarf Warriors. We're going to go and attack Garshak very soon, but what we need to do is we need to also protect our trade with Barakvar, because that is giving us a decent amount of money. Not much at the moment, but it will eventually grow up a lot. And we're going to see if we can get Eikendorf to trade with us as well eventually, when we might take the Forest of Doom, or if we confederate Barakvar. We haven't actually met them apparently. The game is just bugged out there for a second. That's absolutely fine. First things first, what I like to do is going up this way and getting as much money and boosting abilities as possible. Public order is also a good thing. Eventually you'll be able to do gathering the thrones and get your troops to be much cheaper and much stronger. Heavy missile warriors is really good, and eventually you can get them a lot of ammunition, but that is not needed for now. What you need to be careful with the dwarves is that you need to keep your grumbling dwarves, the Longbeards, happy, and to do so you need to make sure you don't have any grudges in the Great Book of Grudges. We do have one right now, which is going to cost 3, and it will eventually keep growing if it is not fixed. So what do we need to do? We need to defeat an army of the Bloody Spears. Luckily we have an army here, so let's go and beat them up. This is oh, he did not move back. Alright, let's fight the battle. Sometimes when we fight this Garshank's army, it just pulls back and retreats a little bit, but that's absolutely fine. Now, with the dwarves, it's really important that you take maximum advantage of your artillery and ammunition. Now, we are in a little bit of a tactical problematic situation there, so we're just going to move into a little bit of a better area, and we're going to throw our units to the sides here and hold the line. The Hammerers should be able to do fine, and Thorgrim himself will do an absolute stellar job holding that army. If you really want to, you can do this as well, and we shall do it just for the sake of it. We'll corner camp over there, and this is something you're going to do a lot, especially if you're playing on Legendary, as we are here today. If you're playing on Legendary, you really want to use the corners as long as possible with the Dwarfs, so you get your ammunition from the Quarrels, from the Thunderers, from the Grudge Throwers, from the Organ Guns used up. And to be honest, this is a perfect place for us. We have a lot of range abilities given to us. I'm actually going to put them in square formation like that, as it helps out quite a bit. We're going to put you further back, and they're going to come, hopefully collapse into one area. Now we also have the Oath of Vengeance, which does reduce the enemy melee defense, which is really good, especially for our units down here. Why did I put the Hammers to the side? These are the elite infantry we start off with. They're actually a really good infantry at dealing with units especially of the orcs, but for now we don't really want them to get damaged by the archers. The archers are going to be taking damage from this guy. The the grudge throwers are going to do a lot of damage, and that's why you kind of want a few of them. They're going to be just your backbone in general. And as you can see, they're already racking up the kills, and the fight hasn't even started. And we're making sure that, there you go, okay, you charge in. And hopefully they all collapse around him, and we'll have a good old time dealing with that. Okay, they charged in there, and... Alright, so... Once they're all collapsed around... no, shoot over here. Because you're gonna get friendly fire. Once they're all collapsed around... Oh, they went for the hammer, so did I tell you? Around Thorgrim, who is taking a little bit of a beating. That's absolutely fine. We're going to... just do it over there. We're going to just move these guys in and bombard the living shit out of everything with the hammers, etc. Now, hammers we can move up, the corralers we're going to move to this side, and this is essentially how you fight every other battle. This is the only battle I'm going to show you. The rest I'm just going to skip through them, but I just kind of wanted to show you how I play the dwarfs on this difficulty, as it does make a big difference. Okay, you shoot at that, and you come over here. The idea is you have a strong, sturdy line of units, might as well use it, right? Now, he is taking a lot of damage because he is getting slaughtered from every which way, and he's still low level. He's not that strong low level, but he eventually will get there. You shoot at them, and you're shooting at them. These guys are doing the value for us, but the most value we're getting is from this, as it's shooting and knocking out all of those archers. Thorgrim is managing to kill these big guns, and the Gershak over there is not having a good time either. Hopefully we're making sure that they don't come back. And the next fight will be slightly easier. Okay, you run that way, and... Okay, you just fight over there. And we're gonna make sure we kill as many as we can. We can't really outrun them as the dwarfs, but we're just gonna get as much damage as we can in before they escape. So most of his army is disbanded. Gershang himself is very heavily damaged. That's good for us. It means next fight we're gonna inflict a lot of damage onto them instantly. Decisive victory. And as you can see, we lost some miners, which is not a big deal. Thorgrim got a little bit of damage. Again, not the biggest of deals. And the important thing is the corralers are still healthy and our hammers are still intact, since we need to fight the second battle this turn to be able to try and achieve greatness. Greatness. I say greatness, but really it's just trying to fucking survive, because at this point you're going to hit by a green tide like no other, unless you get to kill Grimgor within turn 10, 15. But killing him means taking black crack. So I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna do execute for morale purposes, and we're gonna go and take down the Pillars of Grundy over that. We did finish the grudge, which gives us a little bit of old gold and a little bit of resources, which is great. We're going to level up good old boy over here, give him Root Marcher, and eventually you won't want Miner's Instinct, so you can actually use the underwear properly. Then anything else you want. Brewbread is actually really a nice one. You do want to have Lightning Strike as soon as possible. Now, we can either attack Gershak again, which is essentially what I'm going to do. Why? He is very, very low on health, and that means they will suffer morale once he dies. So I honestly think we could have to resolve, but we're probably going to lose the miners over here, so I'm going to fight and I'll be right back with you guys. Once again, the stars of the show were the quarrelers and the grudge thrower. So you can see the damage value that you get out of them is actually relatively decent, considering how early in the campaign it is and what we're fighting. So now we also, since we attacked him outside the city, we can attack the settlement once again. We're going to lose the miners, which is not a big deal. Or not. We have to resolve that because just nothing left. But this allowed us to get almost up to 3 levels. So I'm just going to occupy this because there's no point in raiding it. And nice, we got barley fields out of the get-go. So we're already at level 4, and this is just turn 1. This is really important. Give us gas mining instinct. It's really, really good, since we're going to be using it a lot to get around. Now, we're just going to recruit 3 of these bad boys, and we also have the ambush at Thundering Falls already open. That's good. That's good to know. We can get the helm over there.
To work fixing up the captured city, sir.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Thanks for the advice, which I don't really need, because I'm giving them the advice. Alright. Jesus. I'm trying to be funny, but at the same time being educational. I think this is basically turn 1. We could actually use the forge to create some items, which will help. There's some really good items. The items that you really want, however, are the Iron Warden's Hammer, which is an absolutely amazing item because it gives perfect vigor. And then you want, where is it? Where the hell is it? Enchanted items. Iron Warder's Tankard, because that gives you immune to psychology and liquid fortification, which gives you basically regeneration for the dwarfs. So those are the 2 items you're gonna need. There are some other good ones. Dragon Slayer Scales really good. It's carrying units, and then of course the armor and the legendary equipment, which you can recruit and make. Forge and make. But really and truly, those are the 2 things that you really want with the old gold. But you can get them eventually. Now, this is going to take 3 turns, and by that we will have taken Mount Squidhorn and essentially maybe had 2 more turns of replenishment, which will help us to prepare and come all the way down here. You could go and attack Karagdorn, but keep in mind that there's going to be a big army over there. So it's going to end the first turn. Straight in. Should take you around 15 minutes to get to this point, even on legendary. So the first turn is, you know, where you set yourself on a pot and you're gonna go for a goal. Just to make it clear, there are probably better guides than this one. That's absolutely fine. This is what works for me, and hopefully what will work for you. We can go to mod. Okay, so yeah, I had to restart the campaign because I made a stupid thing. Instead of sacking Mount Squidhorn as I had originally planned, I looted and occupied it. And well, I had to, you know, redo everything exactly the same. Actually, a bit better, it seems. I got a little bit more health on Thorgrim and on my troops, but anyway. So we're gonna go to Mount Squidhorn and we're going to start sacking the city a few times over. You just can auto-resolve this, it's absolutely fine. You're not gonna lose anything. At this point, there are just 2 little troops there. We're gonna sack, and we're gonna use that as a sack city for good old Thorgrim over here. And you can still be able to recruit at the Pillars of Grungi over there. We're gonna do this till next turn. Yes, we're gonna do this turn, next turn, and then the turn afterwards. Yeah. Like this, because what we need is to have the entire region ours, so we can get the where is it Masters of Steel and Stone, so we can actually get cheaper buildings when we take it out. So we're gonna do that first, and it's also gonna give us a few extra experience points, because we do want Lightning Strike. We should theoretically get Lightning Strike in the next few turns, which is absolutely fine. I'm gonna end turn. And we're gonna keep moving forward from there. It's gonna give us a little bit of an extra edge. You know, that extra level or 2 at the start does really help. And getting Lightning Strike really early on is really important. I mean, we're in turn 3, and there we go. Sack. That's fine, we got the achievement for running over greenskins. Now, yeah, could technically wait another turn, but then it was gonna cost us a bit too much, so we're just gonna occupy. We're gonna destroy this anyway, so it's absolutely fine, and we don't need to repair this, it will repair by itself. We're in here, and might as well recruit 2 more of these bad boys. We did take the settlement now, and Masters of Steel and Stone, so next turn we'll be able to recruit that army in a decent shape, and our troops over here are quite healthy. We're gonna have 15 and a space for 5 quarrelers. It's not gonna be much, but it's gonna help us quite a bit, and we're gonna be able to recruit them in basically 1 turn. Well, 4 quarrelers and a grudge thrower. Okay, and turn. And
welcome, my bearded.
No, aggression pact, perfect. Now there are 2 options here. You could go up or you could go down. I really recommend you go down and you finish the crazy orc down there, Grimgor, as he's gonna cause you a lot of pain otherwise. Trinket Maker over there and Trinket Maker over here. That's gonna give us a lot of gold, and we now have to basically wait 2 turns to get the clan barracks and that thing. So what you could do is you could come into one of these regions and start raiding, and I think I'm gonna just do that, as it's gonna give us the edge that we need to get to Lightning Strike. Where is... oh, wait, it starts over there. Oof. And this one starts way up there. That's annoying. Alright, damn it! I was certain you could go into this little gap. That's fine. We're just gonna end the turn here. We're just gonna go tool makers, and we want that one. We want the gold mines, because eventually we're gonna have a few gold mines down here. Iron mines, which we really want to keep. Now, again, you could go down and start attacking them and trying to do as much damage as possible, but they have a pretty decent army. They're a chunky army, and our army is not chunky whatsoever. We do not have anywhere close the ammunition that we need to kill them. I'm going to actually disband the miners, because that's extra gold that we're saving by doing that, and frankly speaking, we need the extra gold. Okay, and that's the other reason why we have only 15 old gold, is because of the fact that the initial grudge was different. Alright, we do this, and we should be... we're actually in a good place with money. I'm going to upgrade that as well. It's giving us quite a lot of money. And next, no, because we're going to need the money for the grudge thrower and the quarrelers. You could go full grudge throwers, because they're going to be really useful, but we do need a few quarrelers as well. And that is the end of this turn. Again, dwarfs, they are stubborn, they are slow, but their power creep is real with them. They become really, really strong later on in the campaign. So keep that in mind when you're going with them. He's coming for us, that's perfect. And we can recruit 3 of them, and that is essentially our army complete. We have lots of firepower. We can recruit 2 more of them next turn, but that's gonna be fine. So Gorfane Drutgat is coming at us, and we'll deal with him. That's fine, that's fine. And it's good that he's coming to fight us on our terms, especially with this army. We're gonna be able to deal with him very, very easily. Tells us where he is. He's somewhere down here, and we'll be able to go and kill him. We really needed that artillery, and you'll see why in a second. Hopefully he pops up somewhere over here through the underway, and we fight him. He sometimes pops up there, or something. There he is! As predicted. And now with our army, we'll be able to just nuke him down. You'd say, but what? The balance of power is so strong in favor of him. Don't worry, we got this. And we also have extra reinforcements coming for us, but we do have the grudge throwers, and they have no artillery whatsoever to speak of. Plus, this is an underway battle, so we got a bonus instantly. I'll show you this fight, since it's gonna be important to see how you fight in the underway, since there's gonna be a lot of it. We're gonna have extra troops back there. So, first things first, build a staunch line of dwarfs, and after the staunch line of dwarfs, staunch line of war dwarfs. Put these on the side, Thorgrim in the front. Move to the back so we have a little bit of shooting range over there, because the way this is the little dip, we don't get to see what we're doing exactly till the end. So we're just going to move till here, and it gives us the moment they start showing their faces. We see their faces over there. And the bonus of this is that we actually have extra dwarfs to use. Dwarfs. You guys come over there, and you guys come over here. You come here, you come here, and you come here. Alright, fast forward. Something I also recommend is to always have to fire at will off in like sieges, but always turn off. Wait, what is it? Not fire at will. Skirmish mode and toggle guard mode on. Because it's going to be really useful. Just change it in the settings and it's going to be great. Now, This is gonna be fun, just watching orcs fly everywhere and which way. The underway battles are just perfect for orcs, mostly just because they are very tough. I mean, you get 85 armor, really good shield value, really resistant. They're resistant against charge, like expert charge defense, basically against large foes, and it's essentially what we're fighting. And Thorgrim is just going up in the front, just doing his speech and ready to kill everything. The moment they appear here, that's gonna be shapow. Because these guys are gonna do damage. We could have moved forward and tried to camp the hill, but it's uneven ground, uneven terrain, it's not even worth it. There they are. See what I mean? Look at the amount of damage that volley did. Just half of that orc unit is dead. Shoot over there. Shoot at the center again. Oh wow, that archer unit did not have a good time there. Okay, nasty skulkers, it's gonna be a pain. Shoot at them. And we've done a lot of damage and we barely started. Shoot the archer boys. You charge forwards. Okay, they're not having a good time. Okay, they are not having a good time. Okay, he is not having a good time. Goblins, alright. Go help your king, and you come here as well. These guys are holding. You need to shoot at him. Okay, just shoot over in that blob. And that should be it. Jesus, they broke Thorgrim. Jesus. That's tough.
Ready to strike. Let the vengeance begin.
Shoot at them. You shoot at them.
Dwarf warriors. Querulous.
They're breaking. As long as he doesn't die, this is a win. If he dies, it's a pain in the ass. You could do still everything with another lord, but you kind of want him to survive. Hopefully he comes back. We're crushing them, like, in terms of power. Balance power is definitely on our side. Their front line is melting. Steak is snapping. Oh boys, he's doing some damage there. We're doing fine here. Shoot at them. No, you shoot at them. Okay, he ran away. Jesus. Did not expect that. That's definitely putting a... Wow. Thorgrim bringing shame to the family. Okay, wow. And he is doing damage. Okay, lads, just shoot at Gorfang. He needs to die. Okay, those orc boys are about to get destroyed. Did I just break my own guys there? Ooh. Oh, that's painful. Okay, Gorfang is on the way to dying. Over there. Okay, he died. Perfect. Shoot at that, and they're breaking. We wouldn't have won if it wasn't for these guys. And that's the end of the fight. And battle. We lost a few, that's absolutely true, but really and truly, this entire army is gone. and that is a big army, and next turn we can just jump in and attack him before he starts recruiting another one, and we have enough troops to go and attack. We will have enough troops because I'm recruiting 4 quarrelers now to go and attack the big boy down further south. So I would love to get the money because it definitely will be nice, but we're going to execute captives, and that army, since it was in the other way, was wiped. He is, I mean, we can stay here because we have a camp, but we are going to also go there. Staying here is actually good because it sends us closer to that, so we're going to do that. Going to recruit not just 2, but we're going to do that. Put them together and recruit 2 more. So we're gonna have 7 quarrelers, 4 grudge throwers, and then the rest is gonna be a staunch line of dwarf warriors, which will be absolutely beautiful. They no longer have a proper military presence here. They have a small army and they have like 6 garrisons, but that's gonna be absolutely fine. Then we can go to the Black Crag, which is already being built up, so win-win. We can also start preparing to go up here. We're very close to that. Just ignore the fact that everything else is quite low. The population is low. It will eventually start shooting up as well. Since we've built everything and we're basically recruiting our army, next turn we'll also be able to go into the extra growth and power the guilds over there, which is going to be really helpful. And where is it? So after we get to Gromnil's picks, actually not going all the way up there, you can come down this way, and there is one. Where is the growth one? There's one that gives you extra growth. Again, just find it and go for the growths, and it will help you. Okay, so we're gonna end this, and hopefully on turn 10 we'll be sieging the Black Crag, and that would be the first 10 turns legendary guide. What we'll see. It's Grimgor Confederated is caveat. This is why you need to fight Bergvard. Okay, at least Bergvard is holding its own. This is why you need to take care of Grimgor really early on, because he just is so strong. We're going to come here. Yeah, he's already recruited an army. Of course he is, but it's mostly just nasty skarkers and orc boys and stuff like that. But we'll be able to take care of it, and it will be absolutely fine. We are going to get that as it is necessary. That's going to give us a lot of extra. So we're currently making 300. It's going to give us 450, but also the trade is going to be really good. We have finished building that, so we're going to go for growth, and we also got cheaper building on that one, so it's all okay. And we're going to see if they attack us over the end turn. They might, but we should be okay. And enter. So next turn we'll be sieging that, and then we'll just jump over into the Black Crag. Grimgor Art Boys. Grimgor has one decent army at the moment, which is actually good to know. What happened here? Iron Rock has been burned down. Okay, there is an army. Okay, he's running away. That's actually good for us.
Good. Grimnir's axe.
I mean, you could also ignore this and go straight down this way, but I really highly recommend you finish these guys off.
Wipe out the trespassers.
Oh yeah, Grimgor was coming up for them. And I think Auto Resolve is worth it here. Yeah, it was okay. You could sack or loot and occupy, but really and truly you don't really want to do that with the dwarfs. Occupy whenever you can. It gives you a lot of sanity. It's actually nice that we kept this at full level. We'll be able to recruit more quarrelers down this way, which is really nice, as we might lose some. Lightning Strike will be next turn. We might actually just attack Noobzub over there, but really and truly we're gonna just jump. Hopefully we have enough movement trace to jump just there, and then just attack the Black Crag by surprise attack. That's almost finished. Just build that and enter. But at this point you have a strong army. Jesus, Grimgor. Okay, Grimgor is on the... it's good to know that his army is over there. I guess, sure. It's good to know Grimgor's army is over there. That actually... he had an army here, but his main army is over there. Okay, for a second I thought he was gonna crash. Public ornament, it's fine.
The runes are cast.
Can only come all the way there, but we should be able to attack over the end turn. Doesn't have troops here. It still has a decent fortification, but we'll go how to deal with that. Grudgebearer is actually not going through a good thing. Success low. That's fine. But I'll be able to come and clean this up. He won't be able to take Kazakarak very easily, especially. So that's what I meant. It's already down to 6 turns. Especially since, well, it's a really well defended settlement. After we take the Black Crag, we're going to take a lot of money, and if we just occupy it, hopefully Shiny Pit will finish next turn to be a tier 3, and that gives us ridiculous amounts of money, and it is combined with Karagdorn. We're going to have enough recruitment over here to stay and defend this place. So I didn't manage to do it in 10 turns. Possibly you can do it in 10 turns, but it's not a speedrun, so we're going to enter. And we're going to siege and take the settlement, and that will be the tutorial. Okay, Grimgor is 2 armies now, or 3. Again, he has 3 different regions, I think, so he's going to be recruiting at a super fast. He can recruit 18 units in 1 turn. Essentially a full army. And declare war. To be honest, it's going to tell you, no, it's impossible. Trust me, you have more than enough ammunition to fight this and win. So we're just going to fight it. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you the cheese that one must use, and it's going to be fantastic. Perfectly balanced, as the Cliffing Brit would say. Perfectly balanced. Now, you keep in mind when doing this that this works basically for every faction. The siege, with very few differences and very few factions having a different style of siege, keeping that in mind. You demand blood. The one thing I would suggest and recommend is when fighting Skaven, you are very careful. In this case, in sieges, you turn off fire at will because you need to control and command everything as it goes along. Now, this one shouldn't be hitting our troops, but just in case, I'm just going to put him forward, and that should hopefully be enough. Okay. We have 4, so we need to take this as soon as possible. And that one is not occupied. Cool. We had the bug where they need to move forward. Okay, it's being taken out really fast now, so that's good. So you essentially stay there. You dodge the shots of the tower with the general, shoot at that thing and finish it off, and then we'll start breaking holes in here where we can shoot at different units and do as much damage as. What is wrong with you lads? You can also waste the ammunition of, if you really want to go hardcore, waste the ammunition of the archers by going on, like with your general doing this. It does make a difference in the final balance of power, and it allows your units to shoot. I'm gonna break that, and then I'm gonna show you what to do. Okay, we've broken those two, so those are the issues that we have to deal with. Wasting this unit's ammo is actually semi-decent. Now, you could just do this and start aiming your artillery. Why is the artillery not firing? Okay, shoot at that. You should all be able to shoot at that. Yeah, shooting at that corner just does miracles. And boom. They're just moving all their troops. Another volley. Okay, can you shoot at that without moving? Yes, thank you. We don't have engineers, so we don't have that much ammo, so it needs to be slightly conservative with the ammo, but it's very important you take those two out. Now, let them settle. Once they settle, we'll throw another volley in and see what works. When they're doing that, might as well come up here with these guys and 4 of them, please, and start preparing. To be honest, last turn I should have fired 3 of them and just got more 4 others, to be honest, Because essentially the Dwarf Warriors is something we're going to be wheedling out, I just didn't have the money for it. Okay, oh wow, he's actually giving this for free. They're actually in a very good spot to shoot. And okay, shoot them. Okay, shoot at the trolls. That's a lot of balance of power that's just about to die. Shoot at the next units of trolls. And shoot at that. Oh, wait, they regenerate. I forgot about that. Finish them off. You have to finish the troll off or else it comes back. Okay. Okay, orc boys. And essentially you do this till you kill everything that's in sight. Stop. Okay. Oh god. How much more do they have? Okay. Okay, they're coming out. Oh, okay. Aha! We're gonna kill them. The biggest problem they have is the black orcs, but you'll be able to deal with them. You do have a decent infantry as well, and the quarrelers themselves fight really well as well in melee. But most of their armies you can see is... Oh, why do they have all the black orcs over there? I was gonna say most of their army, as you can see, is already pretty much dead. Okay, they moved their units over here, and... kind of hoping he puts a black orc unit up here, because I can bombard them with this. To be honest, I don't mind shooting the black orcs from the sides. Oh, he is. Perfect. And archer boys. Killing archers is always good, because once you kill an archer with full ammunition, it also wastes their balance of power. It's essentially what we need to do. Keeping in mind, guys, that if you turn off the timer is actually better with these sieges, because they do take a lot of time. Shoot at them in the back, because that's the major power source that is left. Can we kill their general? Yes, we can, apparently. Yeah, that will be a major power boost. Not the nicest of shots, but... he's fine. Oh, we ran out of ammo. Shoot at the orc biguns. Okay, I believe we should be able to storm in. What does he still have? Some orc boys back there. I'm gonna keep the ammo for the orc boys, and we're gonna just storm in. Ah, come on. Why did you move in the wrong place, dude? Alright, shoot. You should be able to shoot it. You go in. Apparently not. Oh wow, he's shooting. Wait. He's shooting at his own stuff there. Keep in mind as well, like, as much as we waste our own ammo, they are wasting theirs. Sorry, as much as we waste their ammo, when we waste ours, that's balanced apart from our side. Okay, that's... The Rock Robber is doing a lot of damage to his own units. Go Thorgrim. He's actually holding his own against the Black Orcs. Who would have guessed? Will they follow him outside? Come on, shoot him. Still within range to shoot him, guys. Come on. Yes! Jeez! Get them to kill themselves! He needs a tankard of health for the extra region. Oh, they broke. Oh, perfect. They wasted too much ammo. And that is how you win the siege. And congratulations, turn 11, you've gotten to Kazakarak. And relatively minor losses. Close victory. I'm just realizing, like, wait, I lost nothing. I lost one guy. That's sorry, not because I got Black Crag. Now you could loot and occupy, you could sack, but honestly, occupying is the best option here because you get so much cool shit. You can actually break that since we got it over here as well. It went down from tier 3 to tier 2, but that's absolutely fine. You don't really need the Dwarfs tankard over here since we're not trading. We'll break that down. We do need this because this gives us a ridiculous amount of gold and just extra bonuses. What do we need is we need barley field, or in this case we don't have enough money for that, so barley field it is, and then you build it next turn. We're making a lot of gold. We have a decent amount of territory now. It's going to be a war of attrition taking out Grimgor. Grimgor's army is over here. He has 3 armies, mostly of trash units. He's going to be attacking Barakvar. They are not really going to hold on to this very well at all. But while they're doing that, you go and take out the you know, the back end of Grimgor. I mean, he has Iron Rock. He has these settlements. How many settlements does he have? In this case, he has 5 settlements, so it's those 3. What else does he have? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he has all of that. Okay, so let's see. They're all tier 1 or 2? No, tier 1. No, tier 1 or 2. No, tier 2. They're all tier 2, so he's not really going to get high-end stuff, but you should be able to end him in very easily. If you guys want me to play this in the live stream, let me know and I will continue the campaign from here. After I finish the sisters, I'm looking for new live streams, and to be honest, I love me some good dwarf. Another thing that's really good about this tutorial is you can do the same exact thing for Grombrindle, because essentially you do the same things but you have different units. You do start with the Iron Drakes, which do help a lot in dealing with the dwarfs. Sorry, with the orcs, as they do a lot of damage. What I would suggest now is just remove 3 of these guys, add more Quarrelers because you're going to need them, but you're still going to need a solid front line because they do have a lot of orcs coming at you. But you have the special ability. You've got Lightning Strike now, And guys, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a bit of a long one. I think it's like 45 minutes long, but I hope it was educational. I hope it was fun to watch. And also, if you guys want, you can go to my Twitter. I'll link in the description below, where you can choose which 10 turns or so that I will be doing. Guys, thanks for watching, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye bye.